honestly, I spent way too much money. The Roxy here, right, is that it is the authentic version, right, of Roxy in the actual anime, right? You know, Lappland Tensei, I think it's the best anime course of 2021. Futanari figure, right? It's a massive figure. Marin figures. So, hello everyone, it was time for massive, showing you my, I don't know, anime haul or something, anime dungeon rating. I spent a lot of money, especially on last Black Friday, right? And I've been looking for a lot of this video, right? Because I bought, you see, obviously the Marin poster, the Marin figure. You already seen the Pochita, of course, the Mimikyu, right? So I've been getting some new stuff across the last month or so, right? And of course, you know, I ordered it from like many different sites. Basically, I sat down and I was like, buy. I went kind of like crazy, right? So I bought like 4 or 5. Yeah, different. I mean, some of them are from the same store. Like this Marin-chan is from the same store as the biggest figures over there. I'll come to it later. But basically, like 4 or 5, maybe 6 different purchases. And also, I did buy a lot of games and so on too, like anime games, like Sony Blade or whatever. But also use games on Steam or whatever. So I probably spent a lot more than $1,000. So please share the video, like that, and so on, right? Because I need the AdSense so I can pay my rent. But anyway, I'm gonna go over here. What this money roughly gets you, right? So cool stuff. I got Yamato. I'm very happy. I got this Mushoku figure. I'll show that soon here. That I'm really happy about Mushoku, right? I love Mushoku. So we got that like authentic Roxy. you saw it earlier. Of course, Pochita is perfect. And I think briefly before we start, like, over everything. Honestly, the best person in the way is this Pochita. Man, it's perfect. No, but seriously, I say it here immediately. This Pochita is an amazing purchase. You know why? Because I believe Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu is a favorite Pokemon. Right? So Mimikyu is a good Pokemon. However, this Pochita is like the perfect pillow. Like seriously, when I had it in some videos, right? You can sit there, you can have it like this, you can have it like on the side. It actually feels fantastic, yeah. Like this Pochita is the best purchase. It's like the cheapest purchase, but it's the best purchase, yeah. Like all the money I spent, this is like the best shit, man, because it really has the perfect, like pillow size, yeah. Like where's the pillow too? So I recommend everything here. I recommend buying the Pochita, man. It is perfect. So let's start, guys. So with Marin-chan, of course, this year's best of waifu, right? Best of girl Marin-chan. Got the opposite poster here. I said it immediately. I will either probably remove Aqua or my senpai, right? For Marin-chan, it's a temporary person. So I'm gonna get you guys a vote later, right? Maybe next week from now. I'm gonna replace Marin and boom. So let's talk One Piece, right? So I got this figure here. Here I will admit though, I didn't actually buy this figure. It's actually like it's my mom actually. I love this figure though, it's beautiful, right? Yeah, this is very beautiful. Thunder Bagua, the Yamato, right? However, I did actually buy my own Yamato figure as well, right? A little cheaper version I have to meet. So I got this version, right? So I already had this version unboxed. It's going like before Christmas. And I was like, yeah, I got almost all the waifus right in One Piece. And my mom is like, here's your Christmas. I love the shit here. So I talk about it because I love how they're showing the figure, right? Yeah. I wish all the figures were like this, right? Honestly, right? And the more expensive figures usually are like this. We're gonna come to Roxy soon, right? And this is why I'm showing, right? Because again, I bought a cheap Yamato figure, right? For like a for like $100, yeah, like, you know what I mean? For leaving that like $50, yeah. So that's what cheap over there. I don't like unboxing them, right? I mean, we're gonna unbox some stuff here, but I don't like unboxing. You kind of want to keep them, in mint. And this figure, you can look at the figure, it looks badass. Then you can keep it right in mint and have it there. So I think this kind of design, I wish every box would have, right? But anyway, this is the Roxy, and that brings us right to this Roxy figure, which is one of the more expensive things I bought. And then this is a few $100, right? This is pretty expensive actually, yeah. Like it's somewhat expensive, but like I said, right, similar to the Yamato figure, this is a figure I feel I might never unbox, right, because it's kind of perfect in the way that, you can see here, I'm too lazy to put prices on them, and honestly, I spent way too much money, and I was like, that's like $300, $400, whatever, one more item. Oh, if I buy another figure, I get, no discount for this thing as well, and like I said, I bought them in many different places, right, so I was like, whatever, but this is definitely probably, I think, the second most expensive thing. It's a big figure, and of course, the best thing with Roxy here, right, is that it is the authentic version, right, of Roxy in the actual anime, right? Lappland Tensei, I think it's the best anime course of 2021, right? And in this anime, right, the anime, the main character Rudy actually makes figures, right? And he actually literally makes this specific figure. Perhaps you stand on that, yeah. last year when the anime was airing, I was thinking of buying the Roxy figure, which sits kind of a cup or something, a cup holder Roxy. But then this figure, I was like, oh man, this figure was announced. I was like, oh man, this I need to buy it. So, you know, meta, right? Yeah, buying the figure from the show, right? So I freaking love it. But now then, the biggest stuff, yeah. So for comparison, you can see the Roxy figure, right? It's about this size. It's at half the size of this figure. Roughly speaking. This is hard to show, guys. And you can compare it again to like the figure got, you know, the Yamato figure. Right? This is a big ass girl, okay? So this is like 500 bucks. This is like half the money went to this figure, okay? And the reason, of course, that I'm keeping it in plastic, I mean, I wish I could show this figure, right? And I'm joking, thinking of something on OnlyFans page where I will unbox these kind of figures. Leave a comment if that's a good idea. OnlyFans, maybe on Patreon, I don't know, but I think it's gonna be hilarious to be an OnlyFans guy. Like, oh, look at this figure here. The reason for this figure here is still in the plastic is because it perfectly is a mosaic sensor thing, right? So this figure here goes into my collection, right? And I really mean this because I have a collection, and I wish this is like honestly the most teasing ever. But I have a Futanari collection, right? Yeah, this goes into my Futanari collection. This is my late Futanari figure. She's massive. She is. So I can't unbox it. I can't unbox it. But you know, it actually is censored on the outside, so I actually can't see it on the outside. But yeah, this is a Futanari figure, right? It's a massive figure. She is, you know, tall. Again, let's compare it to like the Roxy. Got a huge, you know, man stuff down there, right? And of course, she's a Kuro gal, right? Yeah, she's a Kuro gal. I have this is like my 6th or 7th Futanari figure now. So basically, every Futanari figure, I'm a sucker for that. Yeah, every Futanari figure that's released, right? I buy them, right? So now I have this one. I got the Bible Black one. You know, the black ones. I got the Derek one. I got the Aphrodite figure. It's over there. It's like a golden Futanari figure. And then I got some other ones, you know. And most of them are, fun enough, are like Kuro gals. Yeah, so there are Geiger and Kuro gals primarily, right? Usually you can buy them in different versions, to be honest, right? Usually you can like pay maybe like 50 bucks extra or whatever, right? To get like, oh, I want the Kuro girl version. No, you pay extra 20 bucks or whatever. I'm that guy. So I'm a sucker for that. So this is the best figure. We keep it in plastic. Both because I want to, you know, it's good this plastic. It protects its, you know, it protects it, right? It protects it, so that's good. But also because, yeah, this is like perfect sense. Mosaic protection. But we got a bunch of other stuff I'll show you guys. Okay, this is the most expensive. This is by far like this is a few $100s right there. So this is like half the, I feel, half the cost of the video is this figure. That's half the cost, right? But I also some random stuff, okay? So that's some wine stuff. I bought a lot of posters, right? I was buying, like I said, my whole walls are filled of gyros, right? So I bought this biking poster. I think it's beautiful, but she's completely, you know, the plot heavy, so I can't show more of this. But, you know, Bike isn't my favorite character in Guilty Gear, honestly. You know he's brilliant. But when I saw this Bike poster, I was like, man, this is perfect. It looks so beautiful with her pink hair and so on. Yeah, I think that you spoke to me. So that's one poster. But it's very, very, of course, etchy poster. So we leave it at that. It's a little mystery. You already seen, of course, Anya Kawaii! You already seen, of course, Anya figure out. We're gonna unbox her and Marin, right? And I think that, you know, I love this kind of, you know, cute daughter characters, right? Kanna-chan, you know, Nezuko's all right, you know. I'm all, you know, dad mode, right? So I love, you know, X Family, of course. And the only thing I feel I miss now is Ansu, right? Hinamatsuri, yeah. I wish I had an Ansu. Some other stuff, of course. This Bowsette, you know, Bowsette equipment, yeah. And I said this thing here, honestly. These kind of mouse pads, the first one I got was my friend. So my friend, my best friend went to Japan, back from Japan then. This was when we were still in college. So he went to Japan, college, come back. He bought me some hentai, like straight up. He gave me, he's like, oh, I bought some hentai, bro. So he gave people hentai. It was kind of weird. I'm not making a joke. He was like getting out hentai mags to people. I still have the one he gave me. So me and some other friends got some hentai from him. We were like, yeah, thanks, bro. This is like a normal gift. Thank you for being a nerd. But he also bought me my first, you know, booby mouse pad, right? And since then, I have used them all the time, yeah. Because honestly, they are great, behind speaking. Mouse pads are great. You can help you to armor it, help you to play games, whatever, StarCraft, whatever, yeah. Help me playing StarCraft back in those days then. It was like StarCraft time, League, right, Dota, whatever, right. It has the mouse, it has my work too. So now I feel I need to keep buying these, these waifu mouse. Some random One Piece stuff, right? So I made like a towel, Luffy towel. I mean, this is very bought some games, right? I bought a lot of games, you know it is. But this game, you know, it's one again playing right now. This is Pokemon right to Switch, Super Bay 3. I mean, yes, I know it's not anime, but it's basically an anime. Come on, give me a break. I also bought it on the same day. I bought all of the same day. So it goes in the video. But no, I bought this thing and it's very anime. Then I bought some Steam games that I guess are also anime, like the Black Clover. One day I was hoping to, I haven't thought about maybe play the Black Clover anime game. I bought the whole Black Clover with Melona, so you can play Melona. Lastly, I also bought this stuff, right? So this is like a cheap thing, honestly. But I'm actually very happy with this. This will be another video later, right? So what I'm holding in my hands here is a Waifu collector box, right? Yeah. So I never seen this before. It's really cool because I never heard about this before. And because I've been watching Arknights, I guess, right? You know, the Arknights anime they had, of course. Last year was a really good anime. I think it was one of the better animes, but of course, the fall was very powerful. But, so this did that, as you can see here is Lappland, Texas, right? The two waifus, right there, Lappland, Texas. And probably because I've been, you know, Googling, you know, Lappland, Texas, Yuri hentai, right? No, but I've been Googling, you know, some Arknight characters. I did that, like, Arknight waifu tier list, right, and so on. So, during Black Friday then, right? When I already bought the figures, the post, whatever, right? I got this thing recommended, right? Because it's being sold. And I was like, so this is obviously pretty cheap. But I was really happy about it. I was like, what is this thing? Oh, it's like you can buy booster packs with waifus, right? And I was like, and it capped my eyes immediately. Apparently, for like the last 4 or 5 years, they've been making these waifu cards. So apparently they have like, you know, hundreds of different cards, right? And they have some value too. People are collecting them, right? I mean, people are like, oh, I got the, you know, the Marin card is super exclusive or whatever. Yeah, so they have rarity and everything, right? So this box here is filled with, you know, booster packs, right? Where you open them up and you get like, you know, one mythical rare waifu and so on, right? So, but obviously, immediately catching my eye was that it was Lappland, Texas, right? Because I love that they made a waifu, right, of Sweden's biggest county, Lappland. So they have some older versions, right? They have some older, like, some older years, some older, you know, because obviously you buy the booster pack, it's like any Magic Gathering or whatever, hostel, whatever, you buy the booster pack, and you get, you know, number of waifus then, you know, per year or whatever, right? But when I saw I had to buy the current year, I was like, my god, it's Lappland and Texas waifu. You know, people do the Pokemon cards. I'm like, no, we got waifu cards, guys! Waifu cards, okay? We're gonna freaking do the waifu card opening, okay? It's gonna be freaking like, oh my god, the booster, waifu booster packs, man. This is probably the cheapest thing in the whole collection here, but I'm arguably most excited about. This shows how money doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm like, here's the Futanari figure. It costs like $500. Here's like a waifu card for like $30. Way better. They also sent me this thing, yeah, one special card. So this is interesting. I feel like it might be some super. I feel like you got like one guaranteed, I guess, super rare hottest waifu. But now then, let's end the video with unboxing, right? So actually briefly here, right, I also bought some more stuff too, of course, like some clothing. Wink, wink. I can't wink. I also bought some more stuff too, right? So everything isn't in the video, but I felt the videos will be like 50 hours now. But this is more stuff, right? Like I said, I bought like 10 anime games or whatever, right? So that's also. But now then, let's do the unboxing, right? So end the unboxing. Like I said, I want to unbox everything. Most people are angry, they want unboxing everything. But I feel like I'm a collector, right? Like I said, but I probably will never open, I said, like the Yamato figure, right? Because it's perfect, you can see the in the one way though, as you see, you can see the Marin figure here, right? It looks really good, so you don't have to open it, but I like that with these figures, right? Yeah, I like that. But I feel, you know, it's fun to open a few figures per year, right? Beautiful Marin-chan. I buy this from a specific place. I buy it from different places, right? But this Marin figure, I bought from a place that I know that they pack them really, really well, right? But yeah, you know, the box gets a nice prediction too. Right? I got a huge Marin poster. Yeah, I got the Marin poster, got that Marin thing. Like, you know, I was so close to actually buying 3 Marin figures because they had like a couple different ones. And I was just like, oh, Marin-chan! I'm gonna have every Marin-chan! But then I ended up with saying that, okay, you know, I'm gonna buy like some other figures, like the wrong crazy, and only buy Marin figures. So yeah, here we go! The Marin-chan! Oh yeah, I gotta get the. Here we go! The Marin figure, baby! Marin-chan, the ultimate best girl. She's unboxed. Easy figure to have, I say. It's also nice and pink in the bottom, so that's nice. Freaking pink. Bam! And there we go, guys. Marin figures, which we're gonna have a lot in the videos from now on. It's obviously the year's best girl, right? Got that Marin figure there. I like this pink, you know, on the beneath, right? Fits very Gyro, which is the pose we have in the best episode, right? So that's the Marin figure and Anya figure as well, right? Okay, there we go. Unboxing the Anya, probably easier than the Marin. Yeah, I mean it's a tiny figure, right? But I don't mind if Anya is tiny, no. Use like the Nesco and so on, right? You expect Anya to be tiny. As you can see here, then the Anya figure, right? You have two different faces. This is one you can kind of swap your face, right? You can have cute Anya, evil Anya, right? There we go, it's an Anya figure coming through. Here you see the morbid Anya, right? It's a body bot. So you can change the face, right? So you can put on the evil Anya face, like evil Anya, right? Planning her evil deeds, you know, her spy missions. Or you can, of course, have happy Anya, right? And you can buy the height difference. The Marin-chan is pretty big, yeah. But of course, so now I got my Anya, got my Marin. That's a video, guys. This is roughly what you get for 1,000 bucks. But like I said, there's more stuff too, right? But I didn't want to go through all this stuff, right? All the games and so on. But you know, it's a few $100s. Some of these figures, right, cost a few $100s. Some of them cost cheaper, pretty sizable. But also, like I said, I like to buy all this crazy stuff, you know, like the towels, the Pochita, and so on, right? But I hope that the video, please share and so on, right? Obviously, I need to get money from AdSense, so I can pay my rent, right? So I see you guys have a great day.